Hi guys, it's me Josiah, and today, sorry for the hair, we are today going to explain Philippine politics for the first time. Yes, for the first time, we're going to be explaining Philippine politics. As you may know, politics is what I love, and what we're going to be talking about in the next few episodes. So, without further ado, today's episode is our target is to a background on Philippine identity or democracy, parties, and why and what should be reformed. So, without further ado, let's begin. So, what a day, you know? In 2016, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte made sure that his election will be the last under the unitary form of government and that he will change it to a federal parliamentary. He wasn't sure yet. But in the PDP Laban Manifesto, and I quote, the PDP supports a federal form of government, meaning the powers isn't central in the central government, but in regions. Let me tell to you a history of the Philippine Constitution. The Philippine Constitution rebukes this decision. Instead, it is formed in a unitary form of government, or in other countries, it is called the quote-unquote presidential system. So, presidential parliamentary, you choose it. Now, in a presidential system like America, Philippines, or Indonesia, there's this one thing called regionalism that is basically in the Moro regions of Mindanao. We're going to be talking about in the future episodes. So, you've done the former past. Now let's go to the parties. Now the parties are numerous, nearly hundreds of literally small but non-existent, some big but still. There are many political parties. Let me tell you that. The political parties are, as I know, PDP, Laban, Lakas NUCD, NPC, NUP, Liberal, Action, Una, PMP. That's basically everything that I know. Nationalist, I think, is actually added to that. So, let's do it with this. What should be changed? Well, we should change everything. Let us change it to a parliamentary system and what they do in Canada called a provincial system. Here's what happens. Canadians vote in a general election, but when it comes to their provincial legislatures, each legislature owns their election right. It means, let's say they have an election, they want an election every 3 years, they want an election every 4 years, they want an election every 7 years, they every 1 year, they every 6 months, they can do that. That's actually what we're going to do in play, if you don't know it yet, but we've done it already and we're giving more power back to states and provinces. Sorry if I'm doing like that because I just okay. So next is the parliamentary system. Currently we have 235 representatives, but in order to be representative, we must increase it to a little bit more of 500. And guess what? 7 times 5, everybody, 35. So 535 representatives are needed in a parliament. So, just to recap, 535 is equals to the U.S. House of Representatives and Senate combined. That's how gigantic it is, because the top 1% reduces 75% of how much. Ever since I was a good old boy. So, that's it for Philippine politics. Now, for those of you who don't know yet, we are going to have this. We're gonna be getting this really complicated. I just sorry if I had a glitch earlier. It was because I had my iPad storage full. But still, we're gonna be still looking at this system. Parliamentary means there will be a lot of system. For more information, I will put some links down below for record identities about the politics, the current style of government, and what should be reformed. So again, go ho! I'm just Amram. For this message. Just joking, you don't have. Goodbye.